Snake man here, lost the plot today. I thought I was doing a video and camera was doing nothing. Anyway, we had the first one that was marked with a marking pen early in the piece for another video. I have actually just used a marking pen to mark 3 more. Marking pen, right? Any pen does the trick. Right, we got to number 4. We don't actually know what order they were laid in because we just got them as a bunch and separated them. Anyway, what we do is with the pen we just simply mark number 5 quite gently. You'll see the eggs are actually rehydrated somewhat since they've been placed in the incubator an hour and a bit ago. There we go, number 5. Look at that, beautiful. Then we go to number 6. Okay, there we go, number 6. Have I got the video happening on there? Yep, number 6. Now this is not necessary. The snakes don't actually need this to hatch, but if we have to move them or do anything, for the point of view of accounting and systematics, it's easy. And for the sake of a couple of minutes, better to get it right the first time. You only breed the things once a year, so therefore you want to get it right. Now that one will leave because it's still a bit moist. I'm only doing this really for the video. But what we can do is we'll just put a little speckle on that one there, and that one, I don't really want to mark that, we'll leave that as is. The one here, that's fine, draw a line, that's good. Just so we've got a bit of orientation there, we'll just sneak one in on the end there we go, so we know where the North Pole is on the egg. We'll mark that one better when it dries. We go next one, there we go, next one, there we go. I don't know how we're going. I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. I'm not very good on the video marking eggs. Oops. There we go. Next one. And we got number 13. Lucky 13. Okay, we know that's lucky 13, so we'll put the number 13 there. And mark the North Pole. Right, okay. 13, 5, 6. Oh, right, 7. Stick a number 7 on there. So there we go. Number 7. Okay, number 8. There we go. Not very good at. Number doesn't actually have to come out that good. They're in order anyway. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9. Unmarked. 9. Put a bottom on it so we know we've got 9. There we go. 10 is easy. 10. Almost looks like 11, doesn't it? 10, 11. There we go, and we have 12. We have them all marked up. These eggs are all basically ready to rock and roll. Now what we do is put them back, close the lid, send it back here into the incubator. Now, vermiculite, there's science. Pick up your magazines and your journals and they'll tell you how much vermiculite you need for your water. Not as easy as it sounds, but look, in essence, they say about 45 to 50% vermiculite, water to vermiculite. Problem is that's on the assumption that vermiculite is bone dry. Have it in a bag as they store. It absorbs moisture from the air. So basically, you're pissing against the rim to get good measurements. Now, hand here. If you touch it, it feels moist, you're getting somewhere. If you squeeze it and you get water out, it's too moist. If you squeeze it, it feels just damp without moisture coming out, you're generally good. If you squeeze it and it's dry, it's no good. Huge latitude. Now, in the cage you should have condensation here along the edges. Now I've wiped a bit of water here and I haven't actually established. If anything, this might be a fraction too dry. The eggs have rehydrated. That's because I've wet them and slopped on them and all sorts of stuff. I'll watch them overnight. Now in theory, by this time tomorrow morning we'll have a few specks of condensation around the edge of the container and that will be technically perfect. Then I probably won't have to look at the eggs for a few weeks. But I will check them every day or 2. Because we have air holes in the lid, just a couple, there will be slight moisture loss and there will be airflow. So it doesn't actually mean that you have to give them air. If you have a completely sealed container, you do have to take the lid off occasionally to give them air. But in this situation, effectively, you don't even have to look at them. We do. Normally, as a matter of course, you take them out, check the undersides, especially egg 13, because we know the underside of egg 13 is already questionable. But the other ones are all looking good. But we will keep our eyes on them, and if I get time, I will check the undersides. But in theory, these snakes can be left and they will hatch. We at Snake Busters are the only people on the planet who have actually bred brown snakes. That is, we have had captives, we have mated them, we have bred them. In fact, we bred venomoid brown snakes a few years ago and we have kept some babies from a 2nd or 3rd breeding from the same female. Anyway, those babies have since, we've since got eggs out of one of the babies, 3-year-old I think it is, male, males don't lay eggs. We're on to our third generation, put it that way. One, two, let me get it. Yeah, onto the third generation. So in the very near future, we'll be getting venomoid brown snakes from venomoid parents producing their own offspring. Of course, the snakes have to be devenomised at each step of the path because the DNA doesn't change. So devenomised snakes do give birth to venomous offspring. Anyway, as I said, we are the only people in the world that breed them. We know our stuff, and that's why when you do want a reptile show or reptile education, it's better off to get someone who actually knows, who's been in the game for 40 years, who's done all the world first, whether it's breeding eastern brown snakes or ant-hill pythons, discovering and naming new species such as the New Guinea mulga snake and a whole swag of others. That's us, Snake Busters, Australia's best reptiles. Beware of inexperienced imitators.